Today is December 6th, and today's quote is entitled, Humility and Self-Worth. Choosing to be honest with ourselves is often difficult because it requires that we have enough humility to acknowledge the truth, enough self-worth to not become discouraged by it, and enough desire and strength to change once the truth is acknowledged. Wow, that's heavy. You know, there's a saying, the truth will set you free, but when you first hear it, it's going to upset you. Isn't it a fact? Like things, sometimes people, they don't like hearing our philosophy because it's so true, it makes them upset. You know, who wants to hear about the reality of this world? So sometimes they argue with us. And what are they arguing? We're just telling it like it is. There's nothing to argue about. But somehow or other, people will tend to argue with the truth. So humility means to accept the reality of where I'm at, who I am right now, without thinking that I'm better than I really am, just accepting I am for who I am, and without allowing that to demean my self-worth. So this is like a little, it's a little trick. How do you feel lowly? How do you realize what's wrong with yourself? And at the same time, not lose your self-worth? Well, it requires a certain kind of psychology. It requires a certain attitude where you're happy in your own skin. You can accept who you are with all your faults. But you can be inspired to work on those faults. So when you see the faults, rather than become discouraged, you just see, oh, here's something I need to work on. It's just information. Your faults become information. They don't become a source of depression. Okay, here's information. I need improvement in this area. If we lack self-esteem, then the problem is, when we look at our faults, we may become discouraged. We may even become depressed. It may incite or increase our low self-esteem to look at our own faults. So that's unfortunate because we're supposed to be humble. And humility requires dealing with ourselves realistically. But it's okay to be humble. It's okay to be fallen. The thing that's not okay is to stay fallen. So fallen is our condition. That's where we're coming from. That's our nature, right? So don't be upset that you're fallen. That's just normal. Be upset that you stay fallen. And so if we become discouraged by our own fallenness, then what happens? We remain fallen. We stay fallen. We don't do anything about our fallen condition. So let's have some fun in Krishna consciousness. Let's have fun working on our fallen condition. Let's not lament about it. Let's rejoice about it, that I'm fallen, but I'm doing something about it. Have a process to improve myself. It's joyful. That's what Krishna says, 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Everlastingly and joyfully performed. So joyfully performed is for everybody, from the neophyte to the most advanced devotee. Krishna consciousness is powerful. So we ended by saying, we should have enough desire and strength to change once the truth is acknowledged. So if I acknowledge my fault, I should see it, I should accept it, and I should have enough strength and desire to change it, to improve it. Not that I allow myself to become discouraged when I see, oh, this is what I'm like. So depressing. Why even go on? I have so many faults. No, don't worry about the number of faults you have. Just worry about how you can engage in Krishna's service, and Krishna will take care of everything else. Meditate on how you can come closer to Krishna Don't meditate on how many faults you have and how bad you are, because it's not going to help you.